Once upon a time, deep in the heart of an ancient forest, stood an old, crumbling castle. It rose from the shadows like a dark tooth, covered in moss and secrets. A wicked witch lived there all alone. During the day, she prowled the halls as a cat. Or a screech owl. But at night, she returned to the form of a crooked old woman, with eyes that glowed like burning embers. She had cast a terrible curse. Any traveler who came within 100 paces of the castle would freeze, instantly turned to stone. But for young maidens, the fate was worse. She would transform them into birds and lock them away in wicker cages forever. In a nearby village lived Jorinda and Joringel. They were betrothed to be married and loved each other more than anything in the world. One golden evening, they went for a walk in the forest. But as the sun began to set, a strange sadness fell upon them. The trees seemed to whisper warnings.
Joringel, I feel a heaviness in my heart. It feels as though something terrible is about to happen.
Without realizing it, they had wandered too close to the castle walls. The twilight turned the forest a deep, eerie red. Suddenly, Jorinda began to sing, but it was not her usual sweet song.
My little bird with the necklace red sings sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. He sings that the dove must soon be dead. Jugoo.
Before Joringel's eyes, Jorinda shrank smaller and smaller. Feathers sprouted from her skin. In an instant, she was gone. In her place sat a tiny nightingale. From the shadows, a screech owl with glowing eyes flew out. It circled Joringel 3 times.
To wit!
Joringel tried to run. He tried to scream, but he was frozen solid. He stood there like a statue, unable to move a single finger. The witch stepped out from the bushes, caught the nightingale in her hand, and carried it away into the dark castle. Joringel could only watch in silence.
Moon of power, lend me your light. Grant me the strength to curse this night.
Greet thee, Zachiel. If the moon shines on the cage, Zachiel.
Suddenly, Joringel could move again. He fell to his knees, weeping.
Please, give her back to me. She is my heart. She is my life.
You will never see her again. Begone!
Heartbroken, Joringel could not bear to return home. He wandered to a strange village and became a shepherd, spending his days watching the distant castle walls, waiting and hoping. Many sad months passed. Then, one night, Joringel had a vivid dream. In the dream, he saw a blood-red flower, more beautiful than any other. And in its center lay a large, shining pearl. He dreamt that he plucked this flower, and with it, he could break any spell. When he woke up, the morning sun was rising. Joringel felt a new strength in his heart.
I must find that flower. It is the only way to save her.
And so, Joringel began his quest. He searched over high mountains and through deep valleys. He looked under every rock and behind every bush. For 8 days he found nothing, but he did not give up. On the morning of the 9th day, a ray of sunlight caught something sparkling in the grass. There it was. The blood-red flower with the dewdrop pearl in its center. Exactly as he had seen in his dream. Joringel picked the flower carefully. The moment he held it, a warm, protective light surrounded him. He ran day and night. Straight back to the forbidden castle. When he was 100 paces away, he held his breath. He stepped forward. He did not freeze. The magic of the flower pushed the curse away. He reached the great iron gate. He touched it with the flower. The heavy gate sprang open. Joringel walked into the courtyard, listening closely. He could hear the sound of thousands of birds singing. He followed the sound into a large, dim chamber. Joringel gasped. The walls were covered with 7,000 wicker cages.
Pretty bird. Such a pretty bird. Locked away forever with me.
When she saw Joringel, she shrieked in fury.
You! How dare you enter my castle?
She raised her hands to cast a spell, to spit poison at him. But she could not come near. The light of the flower held her back. Realizing she was powerless, the witch grabbed one specific cage and tried to run toward the back door.
Adopt! That is Jorinda!
Joringel sprang forward. He reached the witch and touched her with the blood-red flower. The witch let out a terrifying scream. Then her form twisted and dissolved, turning into a cloud of thick black smoke that vanished into the air. She was gone forever. Joringel turned to the cage and touched it with the flower. The bird transformed. There stood Jorinda, more beautiful than ever.
Joringel.
She threw her arms around Joringel's neck, tears of joy streaming down her face.
You found me. Oh, Joringel, you found me.
Together, they went around the room, touching all the other cages. One by one, the birds turned back into young maidens, free at last. Jorinda and Joringel walked out of the castle hand in hand into the bright sunshine. They returned to their village, where they were married in a celebration full of joy and laughter, and they lived happily ever after.